Imagine this. A 94 Integra GSER, that red devil with the pop-up headlights, smoking the tail off a brand new 2025 Civic Type R, in a canyon carved tires howling. Soul intact. No turbo whine. Just pure VTEC poetry. Sounds crazy? Stick around, cause by the end, I'll spill which dusty garage queen from the golden era could lap today's tech-loaded hot hatches, without breaking a sweat. You won't see it coming. Man, pull up a stool, crack a cold one. This is Gearhead Garage, where we don't polish turds, we resurrect legends. If you're like me, knees scarred from crawling under too many oil pans since the Carter administration, you know the Acura Integra ain't just a car. It's the spark that lit the fire for every racer rally and midnight quarter mile that ever got your pulse racing. Back when luxury meant buttery leather and a whisper-quiet cabin, not another touchscreen nagging you about updates, we're talking icons that refuse to die. Machines so dialed they make 2025's crop of compacts your odd as hell. Even the new Integras look like they're chasing their own shadows. No dry stats here, just stories from the salt flats of my youth. Comparisons that'll make you question why we're all so hellbent on bigger numbers. Let's roll back the odometer to 86. When Acura dropped the first-gen Integra like a mic at a Honda presser. Picture it, a boxy little hatch, 1.6 DOHC, screaming to $7 grand. Double wishbones hugging corners like a lover who won't let go. I was a snot-nosed kid wrenching on my old man's Civic, but that Integra, it was the forbidden fruit Luxo Honda with Euroflare. Built to knife through the UK's twisties, before we Yanks even knew what sport compact meant. Fast forward to today, and yeah, it's no match for a 2025 Mazda 3's turbo punch on paper 27 mpg city, versus the old girl thirsty 25 combined. But slide behind the wheel on a foggy back road, and that raw, unfiltered steering. It's like trading a video game for the real deal. No nanny cams beeping, just you, the road, and a four-banger that revs like it's got something to prove. These relics still embarrass padded EVS with their featherweight agility under 2,500 pounds. Baby, while today's compacts bloat past $3 grand like they swallowed a minivan, wind the clock to the second-gen 9093, the one that turned heads with those sleek lines and optional Targa top. Got the GSR in 9.2 VTEC on tap, 130 horses that felt like a freight train at Redline. I remember chasing one down I-5 in my beat-up Prelude, eating dust till it vanished into the horizon. History nugget. This was Acura's shot at the BMW 3 Series crowd, but with Honda reliability baked in. No lemon law nightmares here. Stack it against a 2025 Audi A3, that all-wheel gripmaster with its Quattro wizardry and 201 horsepower. On ice, sure, the Audi wins, but carve Mulholland at dusk, and the Integra's double wishbone dance feels alive. Telepathic, like the car is reading your mind. Off-the-wall truth, those pop-ups weren't just style, they cut drag like a switchblade, letting it slip through straights 5 miles per hour quicker than you'd bet. And get this, owners still swear by the original tan leather seats. They age like fine whiskey, not cracking like the fake stuff in new-gen Civics. Now, the third-gen DC 2942 2001 the heartbreaker. This is where Integra went full god mode, birthing the Type R that had tuners drooling from here to JDM heaven. That 98 ITR Championship white with the red badges, 195 horsepower from a B18C5 that redlines at 8,400 revolutions per minute. I tracked one at Laguna Seca back in '99, stock against modded Evos, and it held the line like a rally vet. Wild insight. The engineers deleted the rear wiper motor to shave ounces obsessive, right? Compare that fanaticism to the 2025 Honda Civic C. Slick hybrid tech, 200 horsepower. But that CVT drone, it's like whispering sweet nothings through a paper towel tube. The old ITR's 5-speed manual snaps, shifts like a bear trap, heel-toe downshifts that echo in your dreams. Against a Genesis G70's rear drive snarl, the Integra's FWD understeer is a myth if you know how to trail brake. It rotates like it's on rails, out-cornering the Korean for pennies on the dollar. I once saw a bone-stock 97G SR dust a showroom fresh CLA and a stoplight, dual pure torque steer chaos. But man, the grin. 4th gen, the RSX era, 0206, Acuras, sly renamed to dodge the old man's car tag, but same blood. The Type S, with its K20A2, 200 horsepower, higher rev glory, and that chassis tuned on the ring. Story time. My buddy flipped his 04 into a drift special, but stock, it was the sleeper that woke up autocross fields. Pitted against the 2025 Integra itself, that turbo 1.5 with 200 horsepower and a hatchback nod to the past. The new one's quicker off the line. Sure, 0 to 60 in 7 flat versus the RSX's 6.5 if you're lucky. But that naturally aspirated howl, it's opera. The turbo's just a librarian shushing you. And here's the surprise, the RSX's sunroof delete option again. Weight savings lets it handle a tick sharper than the glass-roofed moderns that sag in the heat. Last call for the old guard. That mythical 94 GZR. I teased. Yeah, it's the one. Rev it to the moon. Feel the VTEC kick like a mule. And suddenly, the 2025 Fields Gadget's adaptive dampers. Lane keep nannies feel like crutches for drivers scared of their own shadows. It's not faster, not flashier, but in the twisties where soul lives, it destroys them all. Whew, that's the fuel in my veins talking Integras that remind us cars aren't appliances, they're time machines. So next time you're eyeing a lease on some 2025 Wonderbox, ask yourself, do I want pixels, or do I want poetry? Hit the road, chase the ghosts, and tell me in the comments, which Integra's got you hunting Craigslist tonight. Gearhead out.